welcome everybody. Welcome back to another recap of Bachelorette SA Season 1, Episode 5 that we just aired, we just saw on air. This is Kwanisu van Dam's Journey of Finding Love. I think Episode 5 has been my favorite episode so far. This episode was all about getting these guys out of their comfort zones, about being brave and being enlightened. So we can't wait to tell you more and to actually have two guests on our show. But first of all, we have to thank our media partners tonight, Winelands Happening, and of course, Cape Town Radio, Kaapstad Radio. Thank you so much.
Hi there, hello. Yes, our Bachelorette definitely has the cream of the crop to choose from here. Now, episode 5 showed us how these guys support each other, being sensitive toward each other's needs. Then came the cocktail party, and Cam and Dylan showed some insensitive actions, and we had to say goodbye to yet another two gentlemen.
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking, and I feel for those guys standing up there. I was quite surprised to see that Keelan got a rose, but happy for him. The yoga fanatic is one of my favorites. Oh, and Ruan with his cute accent. He is so super cute. So I'm going to ask the Bachelorette if she ever votes him off. Can we please have him? Now, after this, our first fallen rose of episode 5. We will...
Lunga. Hello and welcome to the Happening team. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for having me. Good evening.
And Kian, hello to you too.
Hi, good to be here.
It's nice having you here. Well, Lunga, you were very nervous last night, or actually last night. It's about last night. It kind of looks like you expected not to get a rose. Did it come as a surprise, or was it what you expected?
I think everybody has sort of got the wrong idea on me going into the rose ceremony, that I was nervous, and I don't think I was. Of course, you can never be comfortable going into the rose ceremony because you just don't know who's going to get a rose and who isn't going to get a rose. So from that standpoint, yeah, sure. You are a bit nervous and you're uncomfortable. But I was comfortable at the back of my one-on-one time that I had with him. That during our afternoon time, we had pretty much gone through everything that we could potentially go through in one day. And that the answers that I gave were as honest and earnest as possible. And I wanted to give her time to sort of mull over what I've given and presented as myself and see whether or not that would be good enough for her. So, no, I wasn't nervous. I was comfortable. Was I surprised not to get a rose in the end? Yes, I was surprised. Yes.
Oh, shame. But Kieran, for you, was it unexpected to not get a rose?
You know, I think if you had asked me that question going into that cocktail party, I would have said yes. But I think I had a little taste of where her mind was at during our one-on-one chat. And then during the actual rose ceremony, I got a bit of a sixth sense about it. And I found myself quite calm, actually, compared to the previous rose ceremonies where I had been quite nervous. On the one that I left, I actually had an overwhelming sense of calm, which I think was in of itself indicative of my expectations for that rose ceremony.
Now, our Bachelorette has been challenging you guys in the mansion and you know, putting you on the spot. So you guys have experience in that. So now it's our turn to put you on a bit of a hot spot. So a hot spot question for each one. Lunga, do you think that maybe you could have been more assertive, and that maybe you stood back too much, and if you didn't do it that way, that you could have awarded yourself with more time?
Assertive as in going into the final rose ceremony tonight, or assertive overall?
Say again, Lunga?
Would that be assertive in the final rose ceremony, or the
Yes,
final
yes.
cocktail?
This
No,
final cocktail
I don't.
party.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they. One of the reasons that we all became so fond of Ukuniso is because she doesn't need someone who's going to try and overdo things. You know, she knows what she wants, and she's very capable of going after what she wants. You just need to be yourself. Do what feels right in the moment. And like I said in one of my narrations, you've got to trust your gut. And my gut feeling was, I've done enough. I've been myself. I've presented myself as myself. And now the ball is in her court. Trying to be more assertive, I think, would be me playing outside of my own norm, out of my own comfort zone. Me being assertive was me taking a step back and allowing her the time.
Wise words from our man Lunga there. Kieran, you made Koniswa cry. Any regrets as to how you left the house tonight?
I think yes and no. Certainly, I think I stand by what I said that night. But the context might have been lost in the wash. I think if you go back a couple of episodes, there was a cocktail party where she was confronting all of us to call out our own BS. And I think that rather than trying to upset her, I was trying to make her maybe take control over what she wants and how she was presenting herself to all of the guys. Because I personally was getting mixed messages in terms of her words versus her actions. But it wasn't meant in a way that perhaps it might have come across.
Oh.
No. Well, I mean, it's fine. I think she hopefully took it that way. But it was more advice going forward in the process, which I had strong relationships with all the guys in there. They were all wonderful gentlemen. I truly think that her person was in that group of people. It certainly wasn't me. And I think in retrospect, that becomes clearer. But I think so. In short, yes and no. Perhaps I wouldn't, if I could do it again, I wouldn't have said it so harshly, but the sentiment holds.
I think we have to, sorry. Yes, Lunga.
Just to jump in Kyron's defense, because of television and the way the episode came out, I was actually the last one to approach it. So let's take away all the fire that is being thrown at Kyron for making her cry, and let's share it between me and Kyron, because perhaps it was me who made her cry in that I was the last one to go and speak to her. But you don't get to see that because of the way that the show is put together.
I understand. And I think we must also remember it's not a normal situation. So things tend to go up normal, even in the way you say things and the way it's heard by people. So I think we have to give the contestants and our bachelorette some credit for that.
Lunga, it seems to me like you're a type of person that's got someone's back. I like that. It's actually a nice quality to have. Yeah, sometimes someone will just throw someone under the bus, and I can see that you are true to your brotherhood. Now, if we can ask, what was your experience in the house? Your time with Koniso and the other guys, what did they teach you? Is there anything nice that you can take from it?
Yeah, look, I mean, if you're a good person, you deserve people that are going to stand behind you. It's so easy to get misinterpreted. It's so easy to get misunderstood. I myself understand what that feels like because I had my little blunder on the first night on the red carpet. So I understand that people believe in you and stand behind you and support you. So I will do the same easily without fail for another brother. I had an absolute blast in the mansion right up until the time I didn't get a rose. Some quality guys, incredible personalities, and as I said to her as well, I definitely walk away, maybe not walking away in love, but I walk away having learned quite a lot of things. You'd assume that in a house with 20 guys going with the same woman that would be, kept fighting and would be ugly to each other. But actually, I think we had such a solid bond that we were all comfortable to be ourselves and just we were rooting for one another as genuinely as possible.
I think in life it actually works that way, that men are normally, like you just say, that you guys are like rooting for one another, where the women are like cats, the nails come out. I think that's actually how life works. But Karen, looking back on the experience, the journey, is this something you would do again, given the opportunity?
Personally, I actually got a lot out of it. You spend so much time in this, I think Keelan called it a fishbowl. And it's true. You've got no distractions. All you've got time to do is process your emotions and work out where you are in your emotional life. I found that incredibly valuable. But whether I would go and do that again, I'd probably say no. I would be keen to do something like Survivor, no doubt. Probably would play to my fortes a bit better. But I thoroughly enjoyed the experience. And I'm very glad that I did it. But I don't think I'd do it again.
Annette, take note. We've got a Survivor contestant here. Now, I like the way that you talk about the you guys getting along in the mansion so well, because that's something that actually stands out. You guys show a lot of support, broship amongst each other. Lunga, did you build some lasting friendships in the mansion with anyone?
Oh, definitely. I think, when you have so much time together, you either are going to try and find reasons why you don't like people, or you're going to try and find reasons what about you makes you uncomfortable around new people, and learn to get along with those people. And I think for me, I went that route, trying to see what makes me uncomfortable around new people and what I can find in them that that is going to benefit me just as much as it benefits them. So definitely got along with Karen, as I said in last week's episode. I enjoy the way he thinks, and I think he's such an intellect on another level. I got along with Justin. I got along with Siwe. I got along with Buyani. Got along with Gareth. There isn't anyone really in the house, even Craig, who everybody thinks I have their blood. Just get along.
Craig. Now, Karen, how about you? Is there anyone in particular you became good friends with, or are you still talking to some of the guys?
Yes, definitely. Sorry, it's my turn to talk up. No, certainly Linda and I, though, in all seriousness, have kept quite close after the process. I think there's a bit of we had a bond in the house, and then leaving together, there's a bit of camaraderie that spurs or spurns from that. But a few of the other guys, Franco, I'm still talking to. I really, really enjoyed getting to know Avi in the house a bit better. We're a bit limited in terms of actual having proper contact with each other at the moment.
Yes, of course.
But I mean, there's certainly some friendships there that I see enduring for a long time going forward. And probably one of the biggest positives to come out of the experience for me was these.
I wanted to say that, yeah. Maybe you didn't win the lady's heart, but at least you built friendships that you otherwise would not have had now. So yeah, that's still a good thing.
It's a shared experience.
Yeah, no experience is a wasted experience. I mean, it's something that you can always talk about and wonder when you've got children and their children if you're going that route. So yes, nothing is wasted. But Lunga and Karen, thank you so much for your time and talking to us. You actually took a very brave step, and that shows a lot of character from your side. So well done to both of you for taking the leap. Now you can watch Bachelorette SA channel 101 on Thursdays at 10:30. So that's it from us here at the Happening team. Bye to our guests and bye to all of you. Bye, Lunga. Bye, Karen.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Just what is the correct? How do you say your name? Because we've been saying Kieran and Karen and
Karen is how you say it.
We are so Afrikaans, you know.
No, at least you didn't call me Karen, which I've,
Karen.
when I studied in Stellenbosch, I used to get a lot of that. So
No, Karen. Karen.
No,
Well,
we can't hide our Afrikaans heritage here at all.
Well, it was nice meeting you guys, and good
Yes,
luck for the
thank
future.
you.
And I do hope that you find a dame that win your heart, and and the other way around. So from us,
Bye.
Thank you very much.
bye.